Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Zach Lee, back at you guys with some more daily NBA news and updates. We got a few things to talk about today, but first we gotta talk about something else. You guys already know that the NBA season is starting really freaking soon, 15 days away from the time of the recording of this video. And with each new NBA season comes a chance to get some tickets to watch your favorite team play. And that is why I would like to thank SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. I know you have all heard of SeatGeek before. I mean, it's the one and the only app that gives you all the info you could possibly want on the tickets that you are about to buy. You can see the freaking viewpoint of the seats you're about to get before you buy them, since you know there is nothing worse than wasting your money on some seats that are absolutely garbage. And not only that, but they look out for you in other ways too. They put a score on each ticket from 1 to 100 to let you know if it's a good deal or a bad deal. I mean, if that boy got a 1, then you need to avoid it like the plague. Who likes paying like $30 for seats that you could have gotten for 20? And speaking of $20, if you guys download the app that is linked in the description box below and enter the promo code SDC, then you get to save $20 off your first order. I'm gonna have to enter my own promo code and save a quick 20 bucks and go ahead and check it out for myself while I watch my Pistons beat your favorite team on our way to becoming the 2018 world champions. All right, you know, let's just get into the video now. Lego. It's not every day that we see scorers come into the league with this particular problem. Most of the guys that come into the league as bad free throw shooters are either just not good shooters or scorers or big men. Guys like Andre Drummond, DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, or even LeBron James himself. We all know that's the one area of LeBron's game that he does not do at an elite level. The man can't make free throws on a consistent basis. When he first came into the league, we thought it was just because he flat out couldn't shoot at the time. Mid-range three-pointers that he just couldn't shoot. But now he can shoot, and yet he still can't make free throws. For Markelle Fultz though, it is a bit different because he is coming into the league as a guy who can score from anywhere, driving mid-range three-pointers anywhere on the court except for the free throw line. In college, Markelle Fultz shot 65% from the free throw line. Not the end of the world or the worst possible thing, but it is extremely strange considering that he shot nearly 50% from the field and over 40% from three. When you're shooting almost 50% from the field and 40% from three, you would think free throws will come naturally to you. It'd be like free points. But for some reason, that's just not the case for Markelle Fultz. And it is for sure the one thing that he has to work on the most. He knows that, and the Philadelphia 76ers know that. And that's why they've been working with Markelle Fultz to help him try and improve his free throw shooting percentage before the season starts. Matter of fact, they're trying so hard to fix his free throw shooting that they wound up changing his shot form entirely. Markelle Fultz now releases the ball at a much slower point than he did before. Look at this video from the 76ers practices. You see Fultz releases the ball at a very awkward looking angle. It's kind of like right at shin level, and then you compare that to back to when he was in college and he released the ball more above his head. It's clear as day to see the differences in his shooting form. And his new shot form, it ain't good. When you release the ball that low at an NBA level, you are inviting the defender. You are forcing the defender to block your shot. You're basically blocking it for them. It's much easier for your shot to get swatted when you're releasing from down here instead of up here. That's why some people are so worried about Lonzo Ball. Not only is his shot form unorthodox, but he also releases at a pretty low point. And I guess for Brett Brown, even if this new shooting form could help Markelle Fultz at the free throw line a little bit, it's just not worth it. Brett Brown reiterates that he's not comfortable with where Markelle Fultz's jumper is and that they're going to work on it to return it to its previous form. So they spent this whole summer working to fix his shot, wound up breaking it even more, and now they're trying to restore it back to where it was. Sounds like a very unsuccessful summer to me. But this is the right thing to do. They tried something, it failed, and now they just have to unfix it. If you did have to choose between Markelle Fultz shooting 70 to 75% from the free throw line, a little better than he was before, but now shooting the ball like this, or having the old Markelle Fultz who released the ball much higher and shot a little worse from the free throw line, I'm taking the old Markelle Fultz 100% of the time. Why would you want to have a more blockable shot just so you could be a little bit better of a free throw shooter? It doesn't make sense. The Sixers can hopefully find other ways to help Markelle Fultz at the free throw line, but you're not helping him by making him a worse shooter, period. If he can't comfortably get his shot off in the face of a defender, then what's the point of him being a scorer? All this being said, if you are a Sixers fan, this is something else for you guys to look out for. It's not the worst thing in the world that Markelle Fultz isn't even an average free throw shooter, that he's slightly below average at the line. Almost every scorer has their flaw. Even for LeBron James, it's free throw shooting, and it looks like that just might be the case for Markelle Fultz too. Yesterday, I mentioned that the Cleveland Cavaliers were considering starting Kevin Love at center this upcoming season. And today we got confirmation that Kevin Love will be starting at center for the Cleveland Cavaliers this upcoming season. Derrick Rose, J.R. Smith, LeBron James, Jay Crowder, Kevin Love. That is the starting lineup. And as you might have noticed, Dwyane Wade is also not in the starting lineup. He's going to be the sixth man off the bench. The whole idea here is that the Cavs want as many shooters as possible in the starting lineup. All of this does make sense. The only area the Cavs might lose out a bit is in their interior defense. Of course, Tristan Thompson is a better defender than Kevin Love, but it's not even that big of a deal if you think about it. They lose out on the rim protection of Tristan Thompson, but they actually got better at defending the perimeter by putting Jay Crowder in the starting lineup, since he is a guy that you can switch on to just about anyone from the perimeter. Tristan Thompson wasn't a bad perimeter defender for a big man, but Jay Crowder is obviously a little better. And with the way the NBA is looking today, this is a great thing, since perimeter is more dominant than post. More and more teams are starting to live and die by the three ball. Protecting the paint is of course valuable. I'm not saying that it's not. It just might not be as valuable as protecting the perimeter anymore. Threes are better than twos. That seems like it's going to be the Cavaliers' entire strategy this upcoming season. They put the most possible three-point shooters in their starting lineup and also put some of their best perimeter defenders in their starting lineup. They're trying to win the game from beyond the arc. That's why they took Tristan Thompson out of the starting lineup, since he can't do anything on the offensive end. You really change him out for Jay Crowder, who is a solid three-point shooter. He can knock down some open shots and also defend the perimeter better than Tristan Thompson. Make as many threes as we can and slow them down on the perimeter. That's how the Cavs are going to try and win the games, and it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to work out. I think there's a new fan favorite player in LA, Kyle Kuzma. For those of you guys that missed the game, what was it, on Saturday, when the Lakers lost their preseason opener to the Minnesota Timberwolves? Even though the Lakers lost, the fans still had something to be pretty excited about for this upcoming season, and that isn't even Lonzo Ball, it was Kyle Kuzma. We saw what he could do in the Summer League against other rookies and Summer League players, but I don't think anyone expected him to be even better against actual NBA players like he was against the Minnesota Timberwolves. 19 points on 9 of 12 shooting from the field in that game for Kyle Kuzma. He was the only reason the Lakers didn't lose by 20 to 30 points. Dude was unguardable. He was looking so good that he's even starting to surprise everyone that is in the Lakers organization. In college, he wasn't that good, to be honest. I don't even remember when we played him, but now I'm happy he's on my team. That is what Lonzo Ball said about Kyle Kuzma. I almost gave UCLA a triple-double that game, so I don't know about that. And that is what Kyle Kuzma said in response to Lonzo Ball saying that Kyle Kuzma wasn't that good and he didn't even remember playing against Kyle Kuzma. 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. That's what Kuzma averaged in his third year in college before he was drafted to the NBA. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Those are the stats that Kyle Kuzma dropped when his team played against Lonzo Ball and the rest of UCLA. The dude almost dropped a triple-double on Lonzo's head, and yet Lonzo says he doesn't even remember playing against him and he wasn't that good. All right, I guess you got it, Lonzo. You got it, and I'll give you this too. You are right about one thing, that you should be extremely happy that he is on your team, because right now Kyle Kuzma is looking like he should have been a top 3 pick in the NBA draft. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section below. Thank you once again for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks, Team SDC, and I'm out of here. Peace.